All right, this is my 6-month review of the Blue Parrot 450 XT. So I'm going to first just give you a walk around of the unit itself, starting with the button side. You have your volume up and down. You have your answer button. You have the Parrot button. It's got a little blue parrot on it. And what this button does is it's programmable. It can be used as a mute button or other things. I haven't used it for anything at all because I just don't find the need for that. Volume up and down is very, let's see if I can get this noise here. It's very tactile, very assuring that you've pushed a button. It does its job. Same thing with the power button. It has a fully adjustable mic boom, and some of the other headsets, I know the Ram McNally has one that's like, it's just like one solid piece, but this one is really nice for just the comfort level that you need. As you have it on your head, you can adjust this around to whatever you need. This band, it will go up and down to fit your head accordingly. Up under here, it is padded and soft, and as well as the actual headset itself, the over the ear portion, it's very soft. I will admit it does fatigue my ears if I've had them on for 5 or 6 hours, because we drive anywhere between 8 and 11 hours a day, so this does stay on my head for 5 or 6 hours at a time sometimes, and it will, but I do have sensitive ears too, so that could just be me, but it does take that long. And then once I take it off and put it back on, it ends up essentially fixing my problem is fixed, and I put it back on and I'm good for another 5 or 6 hours after not long of having it off. This does rotate. I'm gonna level with you. I don't know why. You can use this, I have it set up for the left side. Put it on my head, left side, and I'll show you in just a moment what it looks like on my head. But you can adjust the boom by just rotating it through, and just like that, it is ready for the right side. So that is an overview of the hardware and what you actually put on. So now let me talk about its features just a bit and why I am convinced this is the best headset that you can buy. So starting with the top here, this says industry's best noise canceling, 96%. I would say that is accurate, possibly even higher, because as I'm driving in this truck and it's very loud, the engine is, I got a 500 horsepower Cummins diesel in this truck. There is a lot of noise that is happening, and this headset will cancel that out. So if you're concerned about the noise of in your truck, you shouldn't be with this. Now, if I hit a hard bump, people can hear things, like if they can hear the jarring of the truck or whatever, but that's about it. It is absolutely noise canceling. It does such a fantastic job. Most people don't even know I'm driving. Like, people have to ask me, so are you stopped for the day? Are you stopped for the night? Are you stuck in traffic? You know, it's awful quiet, because they have no idea that I'm driving down the road. Not that I mean, it's just that quiet. I mean, it is just, it's an amazing technology. And I'm going to tell you, having come from the telecommunications industry, I worked at AT&T and sold every kind of Bluetooth headset you can imagine. Nothing compares to this. Nothing. I mean, I currently have the the Apple AirPods Pro, which is this unit right here. And they costed more than these. And I can tell you, this right here is a much better product. But what you're getting is the technology is a lot more compact, because I don't wear this out of the truck. Unless I'm just like walking around my trailer to do something on my trailer. Like I don't wear it into the truck stop or anything. I think it makes me look like a goober. I don't like it. I think it looks goofy. But this mic right here does, I don't know what kind of just magic is taking place in there, but this mic really does a great job of noise canceling everything that's going on around you. Next thing is up to 300 feet of range. Let's talk about that for a minute. So my truck is about 70 to 73 feet long. And if this is up to 300 foot of range, when I go back to my trailer, the back of my trailer with my headset on, it starts to lose connection a little bit, but it's going through all that metal too. So this 300 foot range is probably designed and marketed for the purposes of line of sight. It's not, it definitely can't go more than 60 feet with that. If you're on your truck and you get out and walk around the back of it, you're going to disconnect from your phone, or it's going to get really broken up. The programmable Parrot button, I've already talked about that. 24 hours plus talk time. 24 hours or more talk time. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an accurate number. You know what? Let me say, it feels accurate. I've never timed it with an actual clock, but I have talked on this for, let's just say, 2 or 3 days during my driving shift without having to recharge it. And speaking of recharging, I didn't show you its charging port. I'm sorry about that. It does charge via micro USB. But I don't have to recharge it but like once every 3 days. I mean, it is awesome. And their website claims 500 hours of standby time. That's possible, because I've left it in my truck for like a week of home time or something, or actually a week or more of home time, and I get back in the truck and it's still got battery life. So I don't know how much longer it could have went, because once I get on the phone, it starts to deplete the battery a lot faster on using it rather than it standing by. But it's not an outrageous claim. It really does a great job with holding its battery and giving you what you need for your time on the road. It does have voice control. Let's talk about voice control for a minute. That's where when someone calls you, you can just say answer and it'll answer the call. If you want to call someone else, you could just say, hey Siri, if you have an iPhone. I imagine if you had a Android, you could say, okay Google, and that would give you the same benefit. I'm not really sure about that. Everybody I talk to, for the most part, that uses this has an iPhone. So going around the box here, it does have NFC built in. So in theory, you on an Android device, you could take this and you could tap it to the phone, and it'll sync it. It'll pair it that way. And it does have the ability to connect to multiple devices at once. So if you have more than one phone, I know people that do use it to stream music or to use it to listen to GPS directions, so that it's not, so they don't miss anything. There is a lot of technology that I've bought in my life, but this right here is by far, I'd say, one of the best investments I've ever made. This and my navigation system, and we'll get into that on another video. That's coming soon, I promise. But This is a great investment. You can buy one from anywhere between 99 bucks to 150 bucks, depending on where you get it. But I'm gonna put it on so you can see it in action, and then we're gonna close this out. But if you have any questions, just let me know, because I support this product 100%. This is not a paid advertisement, by the way. I bought this with my own money and from the Loves, and I really do stand behind it. So this right here is what it looks like on my head. Can move it down if like on in between calls, if I don't want to take my headset off and I know that I got somebody that's going to call me back shortly, I'll just work that up, work it down, keep it out from front of my face. It is fully adjustable, as I showed you, but I got it adjusted that way. If you need more headroom, but it is very comfortable. Someone calls you, boop, just answer that, and it's really it. But it is it's been a great investment, and if you're thinking about getting in the business, you're thinking about driving a truck, I would say this is one of the areas I wouldn't cut corners. I've heard horror stories about the various knockoff brands out there. I'd say the $100 or the $150, whatever you drop into it, is worth it. It's been worth it for me. They do make a, so this is the B450. They make an S as in Sam, S450, that covers up both ears. It's a double, and it looks pretty cool. It looks more like a gamer headset or something. But a couple things. One, I've heard people say that it doesn't tend to connect as well, and as I've just heard mixed reviews on its Bluetooth connectivity. Also, it's wildly unsafe to have both ears covered while you're driving, and I think if not illegal, borderline illegal. And do your own research. I mean, that's not what the point of this video was for. But the S450 is, I wouldn't say as good a headset, even though it's a better headset on paper. It costs more, and it's supposed to be the upgraded unit. But this one is kind of a gold standard. And if this one goes out, I'm gonna go right back to the Loves, buy me another one. Blue Parrot is actually the hardware and the software and everything behind it is actually it's a Jabra company. And if you know anything about headsets, Jabra makes a pretty good headset. I do tend to like Plantronics headsets better for like non-commercial use, is what I want to call this, commercial use. I'm a huge fan. So hopefully this helped you out. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. I'll gladly answer them. Until next time, drive on, driver. Y'all stay safe out there.